His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa received a cable of congratulations from the Minister of Information, Dr. Ramzan bin Abdullah Naimi, on the 50th anniversary. Since the beginning of television broadcasting in Bahrain, the Minister noted that the historic milestone ushered a chapter filled with media achievements, which were further optimized by His Majesty's directives and vision that supported media freedoms and consolidated the role of national media in various and multifaceted development strides in the kingdom under His Majesty's leadership. Dr. Naimi affirmed that the progress in all media sectors in Bahrain reflected His Majesty's vision that enabled media and press freedoms to flourish and thrive and supported all forms of artistic and cultural creativity, thus earning the kingdom an advanced standing on the Arab and international media map. The Minister added that Bahrain TV has succeeded in achieving significant development during His Majesty's era by keeping abreast of cutting-edge broadcasting and production technologies, which enhanced its role in following up on all events and news and highlighting information and facts with utmost professionalism to become a witness on the kingdom's development. The Minister hailed the unwavering support and encouragement of His Majesty the King to national media cadres, which motivated all those working in national media and enabled Bahrain TV to succeed and perform its role in serving the nation and representing its identity, history, culture and heritage. He pledged to His Majesty to spare no efforts to achieve his visions and aspirations of further developing national media so it continues its development role in serving the nation. His Royal Highness the Deputy King Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa inaugurated the main studio of Bahrain TV News Center and the private radio channels building at the Ministry of Information. The inauguration follows the occasion of the 50th anniversary of the establishment of television broadcasting in the Kingdom of Bahrain. His Royal Highness highlighted the strategic role of the kingdom's national media in promoting Bahrain's image and its achievements, which were made possible thanks to the visions of His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa. His Royal Highness noted that the kingdom's rapid growth and development are supported by plans and programs implemented by Bahraini citizens who are committed to achieving success. His Royal Highness then toured the main studio of the Bahrain TV News Center and the private radio channels building, which included state-of-the-art television and radio equipment and technology. His Royal Highness emphasized that the inauguration of the main studio of the Bahrain TV News Center and the private radio channels building advances Bahrain's audiovisual media sector and the kingdom's competitiveness in line with international best practices. His Royal Highness recognized that inauguration coincided with the celebration of the 50th anniversary of the establishment of television broadcasting in Bahrain. His Royal Highness affirmed the importance of bolstering efforts to develop the media sector based on founding principles and commitment to providing a professional and impartial media discourse that serves the kingdom, citizens and residents. His Royal Highness noted that the kingdom continues to put its trust in Team Bahrain, which has produced success stories in every field, including the media. His Royal Highness outlined the importance of continuing to invest in Bahraini media talent to support creativity and excellence across media production and performance. His Royal Highness noted that technology is an essential tool to support the kingdom's development, including enhancing its media sector's global relevance and competitiveness. He highlighted that Bahraini citizens' determination has enabled the kingdom to attain regional and international accomplishments. He commended the efforts, diligence and dedication of employees at the Ministry of Information for responsibly spreading awareness and supporting the kingdom's wide-ranging development as part of Team Bahrain. His Royal Highness noted the importance of the media's role in preserving the kingdom's identity and societal values. During the inauguration, His Royal Highness met with Ahmed Hussein, where His Royal Highness expressed sincere gratitude for his contributions, along with others at the ministry, to the kingdom's radio and television sector. Upon visiting the new private radio channels building, His Royal Highness joined radio broadcasters at the 96.5 radio station, in which His Royal Highness shared a message to the kingdom's younger generation, adding that the world continues to change. Change is the only constant. Remain adaptable, remain curious, and don't settle for second best. Keep pushing yourself, keep pushing others around you to achieve the goals that shouldn't just remain dreams in your head. His Royal Highness emphasized the importance of self-development, adding that dreams should be transformed into reality to support the kingdom and its future generations. His Royal Highness also recalled the contributions of Ahmed Suleiman and others that have contributed to developing Radio Bahrain 96.5 FM in the region, including Bob McCready, Adrian Ross, Ian Fisher and others. The Minister of Information, Dr. Ramzan bin Abdullah Naimi, welcomed His Royal Highness's visit to the ministry, adding that the kingdom's advanced capabilities across the media sector are a testament to His Majesty the King and His Royal Highness's commitment to the ministry's efforts in furthering the media's role to serve the kingdom and its citizens. Dr. Naimi expressed gratitude to His Royal Highness for launching the main studio at Bahrain TV News Center and the private radio channel's building. Several senior officials were also in attendance. His Royal Highness the Deputy King Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa met with the Minister of Education Dr. Mohammed bin Mubarak Jum'a at Qudaybiya Palace. His Royal Highness highlighted the importance of advancing the kingdom's educational system by fostering and creating a creative and innovative educational environment that enables citizens to contribute to the kingdom's wide-ranging development. His Royal Highness emphasized His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa's ongoing support for the kingdom's education sector. He directed for the introduction of a Parent Induction Day to be held across public schools to brief guardians on the new academic year. He emphasized the importance of using the newest technologies and developing educational policies with the latest methods to support an educational system on par with global developments. His Royal Highness further directed the Minister to ensure public schools foster an educational environment that encourages students to advance and excel. He concluded by wishing students, academics, and administrative bodies from all institutions and educational levels a successful new academic year. The Minister expressed gratitude for the opportunity to meet with His Royal Highness and highlighted His Royal Highness's commitment to furthering the kingdom's educational sector. He added that His Royal Highness's support motivates the ministry to double efforts to advance the kingdom's education and serve Bahraini citizens. His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa and the Minister of Cabinet Affairs Hamad bin Faisal Malki also attended the meeting. In celebration of the 50th anniversary of Bahrain Television Broadcasting, the Ministry of Information prepared a special documentary film that tells the story of its media achievements and developments.
هذه المؤسسة على العمل المخلص والحماس للعمل بالوفاء إلى بلدهم، إلى دينهم، إلى تراثهم، وهذا ظهر في كل زاوية من زوايا هذا المجمع الإعلامي. ما في شك أن الكمال هو هدفنا. من الصعب أن نوصل له الآن في الفترة الوجيزة، لكن بإذن الله بالجهد راح نوصل إلى المستوى المرضي، وأنا لا أشك في هذا، والله يوفق الجميع إلى الأحسن، ومشكورين مرة.
50 عاماً من السعي إلى الكمال كانت شاهدة على رحلة تميز وعطاء يحلق فيها اسم الوطن إبداعاً في السماء، حيث شهدت البلاد لحظة تاريخية عند البث الأول لتلفزيون البحرين.
تمثل هذه البدايات كل معاني الحياة من خلال الاستوديوهات البرامجية والإخبارية التي تزخر بتجهيزات فنية ولوجستية، جعلت من تلفزيون البحرين يأخذ دوره الريادي كأول تلفزيون ملون في المنطقة، وأول تلفزيون يقدم نشرة أخبار باللغتين العربية والإنجليزية.
ولم تكن هذه الإنجازات الريادية إلا انطلاقة لها ما بعدها، حيث شهد التلفزيون طفرة إنتاجية غزيرة كان فيها التألق أمام الكاميرات وخلف الكواليس هو عنوان المرحلة. وتمكن هذا الإنتاج المحلي المتواصل من صنع أعمال أيقونية لا تغيب عن ذاكرة الأجيال.
وقد شهد الإعلام البحريني قفزة نوعية على كل الأصعدة في العهد الزاهر لجلالة الملك المعظم، حيث تم افتتاح مركز الأخبار الذي كان على موعد استثنائي مع تغطية الفعاليات الكبرى على مدار الأعوام بكفاءة ومسؤولية. وتواصلت الجهود في مواكبة التقدم بتدشين استوديوهات الإنتاج الجديدة وافتتاح القرية التراثية وتوسعة الخيارات الإنتاجية والفنية.
شكل هذا السعي حافزاً لمواصلة المسير، حيث كان شعار حب التحدي وعشق الإنجاز دافعاً رئيساً في شحذ الهمم وكتابة فصل مهم في صفحات التاريخ يبدأ بصناعة مستقبل أفضل لتلفزيون البحرين الذي يدشن استوديوهات جديدة.
وهذه 50 عاماً جديدة نبدأها من الآن ونواصل فيها السعي إلى الكمال.
The history of television in the Kingdom of Bahrain dates to the 70s of the last century, when the first television broadcast began in 1973, with the launch of the first television broadcast in Bahrain and the first color television in the Arabian Gulf, and its broadcast began on September 9th, 1973.
Ismail Madani, and taking a look at one of Bahrain's most well-known landmarks.
And to know more about it, here is Anne. Hello, Anne.
Hello.
Can you give us an idea about what's going on here?
In Bahrain, there is, of course, a big population of expatriate families.
Some amazing singers, some amazing groups. This could be the talent of the future.
Good evening and welcome to Channel 55's Highlights program, a program that discusses issues which affects us and you.
Since then and throughout the years, the government of Bahrain has been providing state-of-the-art infrastructure, a supportive environment and services to improve and constantly develop the producing and broadcasting process at Bahrain Television, leading to its current remarkable success. In this program, we mark the contributions of the faces of Bahrain International Television, previously called Channel 55, who were an integral part of the channel's development since its launch.
Big 2 will be out and about Bahrain, taking us to lots of interesting places and meeting lots of people.
We're looking forward to learning something about Bahrain's heritage and present-day culture.
Hello and welcome. Bahraini people were creative people since the past, and their creativity could be traced throughout history. They were very independent and earned their living by doing various occupations and crafts that people benefited from.
And 50 years on, Bahrain television continues to its advancement in technology and content. Bahrain International Television's determination to triumph over challenges is the key to its success, and we shall further build on our success by continuing to present the true image of the Kingdom of Bahrain.
The media system in the Kingdom of Bahrain received great support from His Majesty the King, and his directors were reflected in the development of responsible national media in all its forms and on various media outlets. More in this report. Under the prosperous era of His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa, the media system received generous and unlimited support, which was reflected in the development witnessed by various fields of media work, including specifically the field of television and news work, which is thanks to the support and directives of His Majesty the King. The Ministry strives to implement the directives of His Majesty the King in the media field. The Ministry's efforts include being present at various events and activities inside and outside the Kingdom, as an affirmation of the embodiment of the royal aspirations to enhance the national media message. The Kingdom of Bahrain has a long history of media practices. Bahrain was the first color television station in the Arabian Gulf and was opened in 1973. The year 1975 recorded the first broadcast of the official Bahrain television, thus beginning the journey of media on official television. The television broadcasting system continued to develop until present day, and under the leadership of His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, Team Bahrain is continuing to develop this system based on a Bahraini historical legacy in the media and television fields. Half a century after the beginning of television broadcasting in the Kingdom of Bahrain, Bahrain Television is moving forward to continue building on the Kingdom's media legacy, making the directives of His Majesty the King and the follow-up of His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister a compass for reaching the desired goals. Coming up, the Bahrain Institute for Pearls and Gemstones Danat highlights the Kingdom of Bahrain's global standing in preserving natural pearls. Stay tuned. The Minister of Works, Ibrahim Al-Hawaj, affirmed that the third phase of the Muharraq Ring Road project has begun, which includes paving the road and construction ground intersections during the fourth quarter of this year. More in this report.
The government of the Kingdom of Bahrain attaches considerable importance to infrastructure projects and the road network, which was reflected on many projects implemented by the government recently, which in turn contributed to facilitating traffic movement and alleviating congestions. The beginning of the third phase of the Muharraq Ring Road project is considered a continuation of the previous efforts made by the Ministry of Works, as the work of the fourth bridge project linking Muharraq and the capital continues as part of the project. Bahrain also witnessed recently the phased opening of the Fatah Highway Tunnel. In order to achieve the goals and priorities of the government program 2023 to 2026 and the approach of the Bahrain Economic Vision 2030 in a manner that supports comprehensive development and its various dimensions, achieves sustainable economic growth and attracts foreign direct investment, upgrading the road network supports the economic growth of the kingdom through linking cities and economic establishments with an integrated network of infrastructure.
The Kingdom of Bahrain has a long history in pearling and trading, and in order to maintain the kingdom's international standing, the Bahrain Institute for Pearls and Gemstones, Danat, was established, which is the institute that is considered the international center specialized in examining pearls and gemstones. More in this report.
From pearling and trade, history records a story that extends over many years. It began when Bahraini people became acquainted with the profession of diving, on a journey in which sailors boarded their ships and boats in search of pearls, which were a source of livelihood for many Bahraini families at the time. What distinguishes Bahraini pearls from other pearls is their color, brightness, and size, due to the several factors, including the unique waters surrounding Bahrain. The Bahrain Institute for Pearls and Gemstones, Danat, devotes most of its efforts to ensure every pearl sold in the Bahraini market is original, real, and natural. Bahraini pearls are a never-ending story of uniqueness. They're passed down through generations over time to ensure excellence, quality, and maintain tradition. Working in pearls is not only related to the manufacture of jewelry, but also how to choose the appropriate pearl beads for the appropriate pieces.